Okay, so I have had a lot of people asking about my chakra health. Chakra health part of the pranayama, which is the breath work, is all about just getting those energy centers flowing and really giving them attention, and it's really whole body system, so you're not really just fixing one or unblocking one. They lead into each other in different ways, and they're represented by a lot of different things. So why don't we go over the at least base 7, and then that way we can kind of know what we're doing a little bit with this chakra stuff. And yes, it's chakra, not chakra, like chakra, just saying, in case you want to pronounce things correctly, or as correctly as an American can. So in this series, I'm going to do each chakra different video, so that way it makes it really easy peasy, and there'll be a big title on there that says which one is which. And I bring this into my breathwork practice, and it has been really helpful. So if you are interested in that, go check out the other videos. I'll have them all titled, and we will start with the root chakra on the next video. Alright, so first up is the root chakra, and the root chakra is represented by the color red. The root chakra is at your base of your spine, down at the very end of your tailbone. There is an energy center there that connects you with the grounding and the earth and all of that stuff. So for your root chakra, it's going to, the main issue, primary function, is for grounding and security, for survival, primal energy, and taking care of self and others. Its divine principle or goal is for simplicity and basics, stability, self-preservation, and awakening primal instincts. The physical property or sense of it is anxiety, dyslexia, grounding in the physical plane. So very physical reality, very earthy, very that. The anatomical connections for this, like the glands for it, are in the reproductive system. So you can imagine those, I won't say them. And also legs, feet, and tailbone. So the emotional connections with that and sign is for physical needs. This is the base needs of safety and security, being grounded for behaviors in galaxy and fear. The planet that rules the root chakra is Saturn. The element is earth. The aromatherapy is cinnamon. The metal is lead. The sound is O, and this is the part that I add into my practice with the tonal chanting. It helps you kind of get all the energy centers flowing and stuff like that, using the corresponding frequency to the corresponding chakra. So O is the vowel, which is the scaffolding of the building of reality, and is O. So you would chant it in your own vocal tone as or if you learn how to overtone chant, do it that way, it's even better. The food that you use for being in the root chakra and supporting it is protein, and the angel that represents it is Ariel. The fragrance for it is cedar. The incense for it is myrrh, and the gemstones are represented by hematite and bloodstone. So that is the quick root chakra educational from Intentional Breath, and there we go. If you want to know more, all of them are going to be in here. See you next time. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Chakra Information. We are in the second from the bottom, which is your sacral chakra, represented by the color orange, and it is below your navel, around, in the center though. The prime function or main issue is relationships and emotions, reality, and intimacy, expressing needs, emotional, or the divine principle or goal is sensitivity and sensuality, sensual desire, reproduction, responding, and then the process of giving and receiving. The physical property or sense of the second sacral chakra is colds, life force, aliveness, energy, creativity, and taste. So this is corresponding with the sense of taste. The anatomical connections and gland are the sacral abdomen, spleen, urinary tract, and kidneys, ovaries, uterus, and blood sugar. And its gland is the rhymes with nomads. Then the emotional connections and sign of it is of the second sacral chakra is intimacy and letting go, taste, emotional needs, emotional cleansing, warmth, and desire. It is represented by the triangle. The ruling planet is the moon. Its element is water. The aromatherapy is dragon's blood. The metal is tin. The sound is ooh. I don't know why my voice cracked right then. Ooh. And the food is liquids. The ruling angel is Gabriel. The fragrance is rose. The incense is saffron. And the corresponding gemstones to the sacral chakra are coral and carnelian, and preferably getting them in the orange color would be the way to support that the best. So that is the second chakra from the bottom, sacral chakra, informational. Hello, welcome in everyone. We are on the third part of the chakra informational series that I'm doing. We are on the third navel chakra, third from the bottom. And this is represented by the color yellow. The prime function of the third and navel chakra is energy and vitality. The main issue is willpower, desire and power, and personal authority. The divine principle of the navel chakra is inner strength and self-control. The goal is purpose, metabolism, and motion, energizing emotions. The physical property is vital energy, and the body's battery, the gut instinct, low intuition, the lower parts of intuition, and the corresponding sense is sight. The anatomical connections is the solar plexus, the digestive system, the stomach, the liver, the gallbladder, the bile, and the small intestine. The gland that represents it is the pancreas. Emotional connections for the third navel chakra is self-control, efficiency, purpose, strive for perfection, details, mental and willpower, and anger. The corresponding sign is a circle. So for the ruling everythings for the navel chakra is the ruling planet is Mars, the element is fire, the aromatherapy is ginger, the metal is iron, the sound is ah, the food is grain, the corresponding angel is Michael, the fragrance is blueberry, the incense is cedar, and the corresponding gemstones are going to be amber and citrine. So that is the third and navel chakra, and I hope that you are getting as much out of this as I am. See you next time when we will be addressing the heart chakra. Welcome back for the fourth installment of the chakra informational from Intentional Breath. Today we are doing the heart chakra. That's what this is, even though people think it's a Star of David, which it's not. So the heart chakra is the green. It is represented by green. The prime function of the heart chakra is balance, love, and connection. The main issue with it is love and compassion, ego, hope, and a positive attitude. The divine principle for the fourth and heart chakra is warmth, esteem, and forgiveness. The goal is motion, sharing, and relating, respecting self and others. The physical property is center of love for self, others, God, and emotional balance. The corresponding sense is touch. Anatomical connections are the heart, lung, lymph, and immune systems, allergy, blood pressure, and circulation. The corresponding gland is the thymus. Emotional connections for the heart chakra are sharing and trust, flexibility, growth, new ideas, coping skills, balance, and love. The corresponding sign is a plus sign. The ruling parts of the fourth and heart chakra are Venus is the ruling planet, the ruling element is air, heliotrope is the aromatherapy. I've never had that before. Copper is the metal. A is the sound. A. Vegetable is the food. The corresponding angel is Raphael. The corresponding fragrance is chamomile. The corresponding incense is rose. And the corresponding gemstones are green, taurine, and kunzite. Interesting. So that was the 4th from the bottom, heart chakra, informational, and we will see you next time and when we dive into the 5th and throat chakra. Bye! Welcome back for the 5th edition of the chakra informational from Intentional Breath. If this is the first time you're tuning in, we did all the other ones. Go check out my page. They'll be nice and bulleted so you can see and get to them easily. All of them have the same kind of information. So we are on the 5th from the bottom, throat chakra, represented by the color blue. It is in the neck and throat. The primary function of the throat chakra is communication and healing. Its main issue is creativity, seeing the whole world individual, and seeing the one will. Divining principle is speech and expression. The goal is speech, articulation, and creative communication. The physical property is the parathyroid, balance of yin and yang, and the masculine and feminine. The sense is hearing. The anatomical connections are the throat and the neck, the parathyroid, the ears, sinuses, and respiratory system. The corresponding gland is the thyroid. Emotional connections that represent the throat chakra are feelings and openness, ideas, healing nature, life force, creativity, and communication. The corresponding sign for it is a goblet. It's like a wine glass looking thing. The ruling planet is Mercury. The ruling element is ether. The aromatherapy is eucalyptus. The corresponding metal is mercury. The corresponding sound is E. And if you do that right now in your natural voice, E, you can feel it. And not just because your vocal cords. I heard you. Food that corresponds with the throat chakra is fruit. The corresponding angel is Hermes. The fragrance is frankincense. The incense is sandalwood. And the corresponding gemstones to the throat chakra are turquoise and azurite. So thank you so much for the 5th chakra. We are going to go into third eye next. So keep tuned. Hello, and if you are still here after 5 of these, thank you so much. Please leave me a comment and tell me you watched all the other ones. We are going through all the chakras and telling what they're about, what they represent, who rules them, all the things. So today we are on the 6th and third eye chakra, represented by the color indigo, and it is around here, but inside. The primary function of your third eye chakra is intuition and understanding. The main issues are clairvoyance and seeing beyond the 5 senses, the psychic sense. The divining principle is sixth sense, and clairvoyance. The goal is imagination, knowing and seeing intuitively. The physical properties are the endocrine system and the nervous system, awareness and meditation. The sense is intuition. Yeah, that's a sense. The anatomical connections for the throat chakra, The anatomical connections for the third eye chakra are the brow, the autonomic nervous system, the hypothalamus, and the eyes. The gland that corresponds is the pituitary. Emotional connections that come with your third eye chakra are psychic awareness and intuition. Big picture, service, imagination, focuses on the good, and clairvoyance. The corresponding sign is actually the Star of David. So the ruling planet for your third eye is Jupiter. The element is light. The aromatherapy is lavender. The metal is silver. The sound is 2 M's. The food is pure air. The angel is Isis. The fragrance is star anise. The incense is galangal. I've never heard of that. Galangal. Gemstones are lapis lazuli and amethyst. And we have completed now the 6th and third eye chakra informationals, intentional breath. We only have 1 more to go, and if you haven't seen the other ones, go check them out if you want to. They'll be nice and labeled for you. See you next time. Hello, welcome back to Zententional Breath Chakra Informationals. I have been going through all of the other chakras, and we are on the 7th now, the crown of up here. So the 7th and final for this series, because there's a lot more chakras, but I'm not going to go into all of them because there's literally like 100 and something. The main 7 that we're going to go through. So we have the 7th crown, top of the head, represented by the color violet. The primary function of your crown chakra is enlightenment and transcendence. Spiritual understanding is your main issue, as well as cosmic consciousness. The dividing principle is divinity and higher values. The goal is wisdom, inspiration, and higher reason and awareness. For the physical properties of the crown chakra are metabolism, RNA and DNA, and spiritual connections. The sense is thinking. That's interesting. The anatomical connections for your 7th chakra are going to be the crown, the central nervous system, your head, cerebral cortex, upper spine, and hair. So the gland is the pineal gland, and I know that you've heard lots about the pineal gland if you're here listening to this. So also for crown chakra, your emotional connections are going to be spiritual love and compassion, peace, harmony, loving, thoughtful, focused, consciousness, and cosmic love. The sign for the top crown chakra is the lotus. So we're into the ruling planets now and all of the other things. Uranus is the ruling planet. Thought is the element. The aromatherapy is jasmine. The ruling metal is gold. The sound is NG, and I've not heard this before, so I'm wondering, is it, well, that kind of sounded overtony, so maybe it is that. Fasting is the food. The angel is Shiva. The fragrance is lotus. The incense is peony. And the gemstones are tourmaline and clear quartz. So now we have completed all 7 chakra informationals with most of the same information on all of them. This is super exciting. If you have any questions, or if you want me to go over anything in more depth, let me know. And tell me in the comments what you thought of this series, if you'd like more like this, if you'd like to know more. I'm very self-conscious about my audio right now because it feels like it's not very good. So if it's like horrible and you guys just can't even get with it, let me know so that I can figure out a different microphone system or something. I'm doing the best I can, but I am not a tech person, and I need feedback. So let me know, and we will see you on the next edition of whatever Intentional Breath brings you next. Bye guys. Thank you so much.